hello. Good morning. How's everybody? This is Bima's Crafty Corner. This is the corner, and I am Bima, better known as Elle. And we are here today working on an album journal. Hi, Miss Nicole. Good morning. So, what is an album journal? Well, let's take a look. Oh, I was hoping he was asleep, but he's not. Not even down there. Okay, he's around. Oh, there he is. Oh. All right, so an album journal. We started off with this. This is an album from Heartfelt Creations. They're no longer in business, but I found this in the store, and it has these like flippy fins in it. And this is actually for building like a scrapbook, memory book, photo album kind of thing. And a couple of weeks later, I went in and I found these pockets and flip-flop folder inserts, and they're in craft paper, just like that book. And some of these are just huge. This one is 15 inches by 21 and a half. There's no instructions, They're just big pieces of paper that are, foldable, and they have score lines on them, and you just kind of do what you want. You know what I mean? And so we took a set of the black ones and a black book, and we decided we were going to make a detective journal, a Sherlock Holmes journal. And get this out of the way and bring this one over. I'm good. And this is what we've come up with. So this is our first flip, our first fin. And we added a flip to it so that it opens up. We have a signature in here. That's where that's going to go. We're done with the signature A. This is another one of the fins. We added a pocket, a journaling card to it, writing space on the other side. This is actually the piece we're going to be working on today. This is the third fin, and it has a belly band and a nice big journaling card in there. And then when you turn this one, it flips up. And so we have writing space at the top, and we have a big journaling card and more space here. Then over on this side, this one, there's no signature here. This is going to be a removable piece. And then this one, we have the outside door of 221B Baker Street. When you open it up, you're in the living room. We've got a little writing space in there. We've got a little flip. This is part of our flip-flops, as is this pocket and, a whole bunch of pieces as we go through. But this is one of our flips that just added a little extra space in there. This is one of the pockets out of our flips. And this is definitely one of the pockets out of our flips. This has a paper clip on it. This is the signature that I did off camera. And then this is a pocket out of that set. And this one flips. And then there's a belly band in the back here. This is a pocket out of that set. And then we did one of our three-dimensional belly bands here. And we're going to be working on this signature today. We're just getting started on it. Now, if I was doing it off camera, I'd be done with it today. But we're not doing it off camera. We're doing it live. So that means this is going to take about, let's see, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, about 7 sessions. 6 to 7 sessions, depending on how many pages we do. I average probably about 3 a day. So, we'll get in there. We're not inking it. We're not rounding any corners or anything on any of the pages. As a rule, we may do that as, we go through. Hi. How are you? Nice. Yeah. Nice to see you. Is it hairy time? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get my stuff out of your way. Go ahead. There you go. Say good morning. Hello. Say hello. Good morning. Yes, you're a brat. You are. You're a brat. You're very spoiled. Yes, you are. Do you know how spoiled you are? Huh? Do you know how spoiled you are? You're like twice as spoiled as every other kitty. Yeah. Do you know why though? Because you're a baby. You're a baby. Nicole says hi. Nicole says hi, Howie. All right, I'm gonna get you some treats. You're gonna get down, okay? Yeah, two of your favorite words: treats and down. Really? Come on. There you go. Whoa. All right, so let's get started with this. Now, as always, I want to take a look at what we're up against in the book. So this is what we're up against. We have just a writing page here, so not a lot of decorations. So when we put this in, if we don't decorate this, it's going to be very bland. Okay, so let's do some decorating. Every page in here, of course, is a different size. Hi, Michelle. So let's see what we got. Scissors. Project I'm working on. Those don't need to be up front. Why are they up front? They need to be in the back. They need to be in the thing. I haven't put them in there yet. All right. We have this, which is a 6x6 pad of a pad that we also have the 12x12 of. So let's see if there's anything in here that we want to use on this page. I do kind of like this. Do kind of like that. I very much like paper that you can write on, you know, as opposed to paper that you cannot write on. You know, like a lot of people go in and they put in their in books and they put in like a book page, which is great, but you got to cover that because people can't write on that, you know? So, now, I mean, if it's your personal journal and you like that look, then you do that. But if you're doing journals for other people or to sell, certainly don't want to do that. All right, so I'm going to take this little border off here because I hate when you have that little border on like one side and it's obvious that that paper is not supposed to be cut down. So we're going to take it off two sides and then we're going to figure out how big we want this thing. All right, we're going to go about halfway on this one. Let's see how good that is. It's a little too big, so take a little more off. I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance, get a decal trimmer. It just gets rid of so much hassle. All right, so let's get rid of these. Keep that. Anything that's a half an inch and wider, I keep. Because I can use them, you know. All righty. So I'm going to set this askew because visually, you know, visually interesting. Yeah. Well, if you can't write in a journal, it becomes an art piece. And at that point, it just kind of collects dust, you know? Especially people that make those like vintage style. I see them so overloaded with stuff. And I'm like, where am I supposed to write? 5 words per page. What? That's right. It's my journal, and it's going to come out like a kid's book. I'm going to get 5 words on each page. Yeah, you have to put stuff on top of it. Like, it's okay to use a book page and then put something like, this that has lines that you can write, or just plain paper with some, inking on the edges or something. That's fantastic. But a lot of people don't do that. All right, let's see if the glue's going to work today. We never know. I'm going to say probably not. I can't even get the damn pin out of it. Ah, there we go. Pin is out. Let's see. And that is a negative. All right, we got the pin out. Let's see if we can put the pin in and out a few times. Oh, it's really tight right there. Okay, let's see. There we go. All right. And it stopped again. I don't know how it is that glue stops mid-pour. And of course, these are just my personal opinions. Some people like that. You do you, boo. Hi, Christine. Yeah, it's a keepsake book, really. It's it's not a journal. It's a scrapbook album. All right, we do have a bag full of goodies, and I've been adding to this on the regular. Little bits of goodies here and there. Yeah, I have. Here's some little goodies. I found a Project Life card that I thought we could cover the back, and that would be good. Little bitty goodies in here. Some more goodies. That's more goodies. Okay, we got a lot of stuff. Let's work with what we've got. All right, we have some tags. No. Wait, we'll put this. I think we're going to put that right there. We said there's a little bit of Harry in every journal I make, because somewhere in there's a cat hair. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for a word. Alrighty, let's get that. All right. Same thing I always eat. 2 eggs scrambled, 3 pieces of bacon, a English muffin, and a half a cup of strawberry yogurt. It's my morning meal. It is, it is. All right. Probably. But you know what? It just blends in with what's already here. So, all right. Okay, so yeah, talking about some good stuff. When I was at Michelle's, I picked up the digitals for this tape and brought them home, and I scanned them and made them digitals. Well, I picked up the originals. And then I scanned them and made them digitals. I went through them and picked out, like, I scanned them all, and then I sat there and looked at them and said, all right, which ones are the most convincing in this format? And so I got those. And for anybody who doesn't know, Michelle and I have been working on a project to make and create this. Why? Because Timmy sells tape, little pieces of it, you know, on a sheet of paper like stickers. And they're expensive. Expensive. And I don't want to pay for them. So Michelle and I looked at what we could do, and we came up with an idea. And I had an idea, but I didn't like it so much. And then, so Michelle kind of took that idea and ran with it. And when I was up visiting at her house, I picked up the originals so that we could, you know, put them together and see what we came up with. And we came up with a workable product. So those are going to be in the shop. But before I put them in the shop, I'm going to sell them to you guys live. And so it'll be my first, I've never done this one before, my first live sale digital. Yeah, his stuff is expensive. So we haven't set a price on this digital yet. But, you know, at least we have an idea of what we want to do, you know, where we're going with it. And that one's over there. And so we have a product now that it's taken us probably a couple of months, actually. But we're ready, I think, to bring it to market. We're gonna roll it out for you guys first, which means, of course, it'll be less expensive because, you know, it's for you guys. I need a piece of paper. Paper. That'll work. And I'm going to right about there. No. There were a couple of nights that Michelle and I were on here on video chat trying to, like, get it right. because there's a couple of ways to do it. But the thing is that most people that have created this, it's a mess. It creates a mess. And I was like, there's got to be a simpler way to do this that's not going to create this mess, that allows, everybody to have this product without it costing an arm and a leg and without it being, a general mess. So there was some trial and error. 2 1/4 by. There was some trial and error. I think there was at least a couple of moments that, we both were like, what the hell were we thinking? Let me get this off of here. Go this way. This is not as easy as we thought, Hi, Miss Maury. We had our moments. But in the end, it worked out and we got the product that we want. And that product is something that's believable old cello tape. And in a quantity that's, I've had the pieces that I'm using forever. This piece right here, I've had this piece forever. And honestly, I probably have 3 or 4 more journals out of this one piece, So what we're offering in the digital is going to be 3 pages. And you'll be able to print it yourself at home whenever you want. You could print 1 page at a time. You could just decide you only like one of them and you just want to print that one. And so it's entirely up to you, but you get the color that you're looking for. Another problem I had with the Tim Holtz is that some of it is gray. And honestly, I've never seen any vintage tape that's gone gray. That's just his, I got to make everything look a certain aesthetic, not reality. Okay, I've officially glued that to my fingers. You just want some glue for the paper, man. So, yeah, so we did a lot of, looking at old pictures and things and scrapbooks and looking for that color, that hue. I've been around a long time. Smoking was popular back then. People have touched me a million times. That kind of a look. Just trying to find, the look that we wanted to go with. I need something, and I don't know what. Where? Come on. No, that's not it. It's not what I'm looking for. Hey, Steffi G. Hi, Miss Jersey. So we had a good time. We messed around and looked at a bunch of different things and eventually came to a conclusion. Tim Holtz tape sucks. Okay. There, I said it. And I'm not ashamed to have said it. His tape sucks. My tape's fantastic. Michelle and I did an excellent job compared to Timmy. All right, I gotta figure out what I want to do here, guys. Like, I don't know. I gotta tell you though, I got a lot of stuff in here. All right, let's look at what we've got. Okay. No. No. That ain't it. What is this? It's just a blank tag. Okay. No particular use for me. No. Might make that the journaling card. All right. Not seeing anything there. All right. This. I cleaned out the basket. Now watch this. I'm going to fill it back up. Okay. Do. All right. Washi tape. Excuse me. All right. We're going to put some washi tape here. Right down the side. Let's get some glue. If the glue wants to work, it does not. Very barely. Very barely. Barely. It's not even sucking air back in at this point. It's like, nope. Nope. Don't want to. All right. Tape. Maybe now's a good time to try that other new bottle. All right. Let's put this bucket on. Now we got air going. Okay. So if you live over on this end of the country, we are about to have a heat wave. Yay! Oh, how happy we will be. Okay, we got this little piece of lace. We didn't really put any lace anywhere in this book. Maybe we could put it right there. I don't know. Kind of looks cool. What do you think? Yeah? Okay. Hey, Tina. Uh, yeah, it's going to be hot and miserable for the next 3 days. But then they're saying the temperatures are going to drop again. I think I want to run away and just, live in a tunnel someplace or something. I could be some kind of weird troll, Maybe. I don't know. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, we're gonna pull this one. Let me get out my little scissors. Rain for the next. Maybe I should just. I'm gonna get my RV and I think I'll just like Snowbird. Only I'll be like a weather bird. If it's nice mild temperatures or rain someplace, I will go there. Oh, I'm gonna get my head pills though because ow, my head hurts. Yeah, I'll pick you up. Exactly. All right. It still needs something. Let's put some ink on this and see what we think. All right. This is going up here. Yes, yes. Okay. But we're going to get rid of this first. Watch that. Watch this. Here we go. Blah. So glue that down. Glue this on top of it. Like that. A little bit lower. Let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this onto this where I want that to be. It just makes life easier, All right. Now I'm taking away some writing space here, but I can live with that. I don't like that at all. Hold on. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Okay. Let's switch it up because I don't like that. Let me grab another one. Now we have more. Here we go. Okay. All right. Let me do this. Like I want the look, but I don't want the look. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. I'm getting it. I got it. I figured it out. Okay. Ready? And there. See, now we're not screwing with it. Well, see, if I came there where they have, like, I know it's bad for headaches, I would just take my sumatriptan and be done with it. I don't take it here because it makes me a little dizzy. And so I only take it at night before I go to bed. And I don't like to take it if I don't have to because it is a narcotic and I am a recovering addict. Um, but if it was like, all right, we are putting Mr. Sherlock Holmes and his, maybe, I don't know. I got a bunch of tags I made. Let's see if any of those tags look good. Here we go. Tags. No, that's the same idea. Yeah, we're putting that one in there. Okay, that one's done. We've done 2 pages. I'm so proud of us. Everybody says hi, Hubbard.
Morning.
All righty, let's see. We have this. Think. Let me round the corner on this and see where we're at. Put that there. Brain takes away my headache and allergies. My arthritis isn't happy, but I have pain meds for that. Ow! Well, I always like to say that I'm a high functioning migraine sufferer because I manage to act pretty damn normal with a migraine. Every now and then, though, it will hit me. I have had migraines where it's like, don't touch me, my skin hurts. I have had migraines where it is like my hair hurts. And I have to tell you, when you have long, thick hair and your hair hurts, that sucks. Oh my God, does that suck? I don't know if I want this to pop off the page. See, here's my thing. Like, I want that to pop a little bit, but if I pop it and I don't get this page right, it'll catch. See, because this is going to be down here. Yeah, that's not going to work. It will if we do it very thin. Let me see if I have any of the thin ones. Sit and stay, boo-boo. Trying to get in this drawer. Okay, I do have some of the things. Let's just... What we got here? there. Here. Okay. Someone said I used too many sticky dots. Hey, Sash! Hi, baby! We rented out your room. Kidding. I have to tell you, though, Gigi's going crazy. So is Ozzy. They keep going over there, like, at your door going, like, where the hell is she? So, yeah, at least somebody over here misses you. The dogs. Oh, come off of there, for crying out loud. Urgh. I hate these stupid things. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're not home by July the 15th, we're gonna rent your room out. We'll rent it out to Shaylee, so when you come home, it'll have all kinds of weird stuff. You know, you'll be like, "What the hell happened in here?" We'll giggle and go, "I don't know." Kidding. We're gonna rent it out to Michelle. Yeah. 200 Jessie kisses a week. Jessie's like, I could do that. I like your cat that. Cat that they're good. All right, let's get this on here. See, we're covering up the word London with Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, it's gonna get rough, but you know what? It. In the end, it's gonna get better. It's gonna be better. If only we could find some way that wasn't so barbaric, you know. You ever seen that movie Medicine Man? With what the hell's his name? I love him too. It's the voice. It's the voice. Yeah. Sean Connery's the actor that plays it. He is out in the rainforest there, and he's basically found the cure for cancer in one of the plants that grows on a tree. But the deforestation has pretty much killed off all of those trees where he found the cure for cancer. So he's desperately trying to find more of those trees, and he's trying to combat the deforestation of the Amazon. I mean, it's a public service movie, really, about, stopping the industry there because, like what? A third of our oxygen gets processed through the rainforest. Maybe we should stop doing that. But in the movie, he actually finds the cure for cancer. And it is a social question. What if we had the cure for cancer? Because, there's nothing on the planet that can be created that doesn't have, a natural like an anti-venom, so to speak, So, it's very likely that, yes, cancer is on the planet, but so is the cure. And considering there's a lot of plant species in the Amazon that we've never even seen, there's a good chance that it's there and we just haven't found it yet. All right, let's take a look. All right, that's not going to interfere. Yay. Yeah, true story. There was a cure, and the government did buy it and destroy it. And it's actually, it wasn't anything harmful. Nothing harmful at all. All right, let's see. What do we want to put on this page? I don't know. It's a nice big page. We could put the Vanishing Jewel on there. Let's do that. Okay. We're going to put the Vanishing Jewel on there. We messed with Gigi. We keep our bedroom door closed now, and she can't get in there to chew on her chewies in the morning. So now she runs around like a crazy person, trying to find a place to lay down and eat. I'm really going to mess with her later. I'm going to go buy her some ice cream. That always gets eaten in her bed. She takes it and runs off with it. Even Ozzy's learned how to pick that up with his mouth. I'll just take this and go to my room. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. La, 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 la. All right, tab. Put a tab on here. Because I can. It's going to go right here. There. Yep, perfect. Okay. All right. Let's see. Nice journaling card. Which we can put in here somewhere. I don't know where or how. Maybe we'll use a paper clip. We'll make a paper clip for it. Who knows? All right, let's see. What do we got? All right. I love this quote. I'm not a psychopath. I'm a highly functioning sociopath. Do your research. I think it goes right there. No, it doesn't. It goes here. It goes right there. And I'm thinking there. And there. Okay. There we go. All right, let's get this straight. That's pretty good. A little bit straighter here. And then perfect. We'll do this. 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 That. Oh, well, a psycho in your life. Okay, now I'm going to take this and glue this down. You'll see. There's a method to my madness. Okay. I'll put that right there. I'm a psychopath. I'm not a psychopath. I'm a highly functioning sociopath. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Carla. Yes, he's in Slowhio. All right. So we got that. It still needs something. I'm not sure. This needs to go here. That definitely needs to be in there. Right there. I got news for you. People here can't drive if it's raining. And if it's snowing, God help us, everyone. Because they all freak the hell out. I mean that in the most, nicest way possible. No. What am I going to do? I don't know. I never know what I'm doing. I just do it. Okay, let's see. Anybody have any ideas? What should we do? I have a whole signature left to do, and I have no idea what I'm doing with it. I do know I need a piece of paper, though. Oh, not wide enough. Oh, wait, there's some in here. What do we got in here? Perfect. Okay. So let's glue this down. Then we'll trim it out. Then we'll do it. And we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Okay. So put that on there. Like that. And do that. And then I'm going to do this. Go. And then this. And then this.
Thank you for calling Cox Communications Business Technical Support. My name is Mike. How may I assist you?
And I'm going to do this side. And that side. Put that right there. And then too big.
Okay.
We'll make this into a
well, I
card.
am from ATS, but there's like a few mics here. What are okay? Do you have a ticket number or account number or? Okay, what is that?
Why do I never have the paper I need? Here we go.
I grabbed 401-641-4420.
Oh. Sandra, just take the keys away from her. Take the keys away from her.
Fantastic.
And you drive.
Kindly appreciate that. Give me a hot second now.
Don't make me come out there.
To find out who you were talking to.
It's not going to be a pretty sight. I have to drive across the country to whack your sister. It's not going to be pretty. I'll do it, though. She gives shit. I will. And I'm pretty sure you know I'll do it. So knock it off, Ginger.
And James, you're from the field, right? Okay.
Make me come out there and whoop your butt.
Anyone else haven't touched the HD ticket? Okay, great.
I have to come out there. You're going to be sorry.
Let's see here.
Because I'm bitchy and crotchety at this point in my life. And nobody wants that. All right, we're gluing this one down too. The location. Seriously, I have to come out there when I put Kool-Aid in your chemo. Make me do it. It's kind of weird. Triple blind study or something. Well, we don't know. It was Kool-Aid. All right, let's see. What did we get? We got 1, 2, 3. Still something missing here. We'll figure it out. 4, 5 with our little flip up. Okay, so that's what we got done today. See what I mean? So we might get this done by the end of the week. We never know. Okay. All right, let's take a look. I'm not cleaning this mess up. I'll clean it up later.
I see.
All right, so what do we got this week? We have this week. Monday, we had an over-the-top tags and tucks.
Yeah, no, it looks like
I had an eye appointment. Went very well.
Needs to be replaced.
We had it today. We had a beginner's project for an envelope pocket, and then tomorrow we have tomorrow and Friday at 10:15 a.m. We'll be working on this album journal, and then what else? And then at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7, 8, and 9 across the country, we'll be doing art therapy, where we're going to be working in our altered book, and then on Friday, we're going to be doing a craft with me. It actually has a title on it. I think we're making clusters or something. I don't know. And then, of course, Saturday, 6 p.m. as well, 7, 8, and 9 across the country, mixed media. And then Sunday, of course, we'll have our game. So we do have a full week of stuff to do. And next week,
what's the IP address you got, James?
we have like 3. I think there's 3 videos next week. So we're moving into June. I have videos posted through the end of July, coming into August. So if you want to know what I have going on, check out the community tab here on the YouTube channel or scoot on over to the Facebook group. They both have a list of everything. Next week, I'm also going to be posting the vote for the next journal. I am going to be posting a video on how to make this album so that you can do this if you want to with your own journal. And what else? I don't know. I might do it as a class. We'll do it as a free class, you know, where it's like 4 or 5 parts, walking through it kind of thing.
I'm sorry.
I think it would probably be 3 parts. I think it would be a 3-parter. I always say that, and then it comes out, you know, it's like 6 parts.
But I'm showing where the knock was able to log into it. They're
But,
looking at the log registration, according to the notes that they left.
So we are going to, I think there's a free class coming up. The quarterly projects are going to go out. The first week of next month, I'll be getting out happy mails for the month.
Yeah, that was
June.
The peak rear. If you look further down, where he's looking at shows the
Yeah, I
SIP
got it.
registration, showed SIP registration app. That's him logging into that device that I had, showing the registration of that phone number, ending 7955. Show ISD.
Yeah, I've got
Show ISD status. That's the I had.
got 5 going out next month. What else? I think that's it. So if you're new here and I haven't offended you yet, hit the subscribe button. Hang around. It will happen eventually. Let's see. Don't forget to check the community tab here on
Right
the
after
YouTube
that.
channel. Both of those are going to give you
Right
that
after
list
that.
that's going to tell you everything that's going on in my digital
He's
world, as well as if
he's
I'm
not.
traveling, where I'm
He's
going,
looking
who
at
I
the
plan on
SIP registration.
visiting,
That's him having
if I'm going to be
logged
doing a
into
meet
the
and
IAF.
greet someplace, all that stuff. And what else?
Network site configuration.
Check out. Oh, I forgot we had this week in news. Yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah, so check out that.
No,
And
not-
go on over to my.
Yeah, not logged into this.
Go on over to my Ko-Fi, pick up a free digital, and maybe check out my Patreon, and if possible, support. If not, even just getting that 1 week free trial lets me know that you support what I'm doing here on the channel, and I appreciate it. And you might decide that later on you want to join the group. For that, we do Facebook chats, and we do crafting with me on the, in a private live stream and all that good stuff, and it's fun. And that's it.
Fun times.
That's all I have, ladies. So until I see you again, do me a favor, especially this week. Stay hydrated. Stay inside. If you don't have air conditioning, go someplace that does. There are plenty of public buildings that do. I know malls aren't a big thing anymore, but go hang out in the library or something. You can sit there all day. They don't care. And you don't have to buy a $17 cup of coffee. But stay well. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Till then, bye.
And because he's looking for the show SIP registration, that's him looking in the IAF. That's him logged into the IAF.